right. Hello, everyone. Today's yoga class is going to be very short, and it's going to be all standing up. We are actually going to practice standing poses against the wall just to kind of feel how our body should really be aligned when we do poses. Sometimes when we do standing balances, we don't quite realize, because we really want to just reach down or reach high as best as we can. We don't quite realize that our body isn't actually quite aligned, right? So trying it against a wall, you're putting all your weight against the wall, and you can kind of feel the different muscles working that you wouldn't usually feel when you're just doing the regular standing pose. So I do like to practice these poses every once in a while against the wall, and then think of what feeling I have when I do that, and then try to incorporate that on my mat when I just do regular standing poses without the wall. Okay, so today you will need perhaps 2 blocks or 2 books, okay, whatever you have, and preferably in a place where you have a nice solid wall to lean against. Unfortunately, in this place, I don't quite have that, but I will do my best. Okay, so let's get started. When you found your place against the wall, we're actually going to come into our mountain pose. Okay, so we're going to bring our feet together and our heels touching the wall behind us. Okay, we're going to also try and get our head to touch the wall. Maybe our whole back won't actually be touching the wall, because we're used to standing in a certain way. But just stay right here and feel, let's see if I can do this. Feel your spine lengthening as you just stay here, putting the pressure against the wall behind you with your head and your heels and your shoulder blades as well. Bring your hands against the wall. Close your eyes and start taking deep breaths. So mentally counting to yourself to 4 as you inhale, then you're going to hold, and then mentally count down from 4 to 1 as you exhale, okay? So I'll count out loud once while we do this. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, hold. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so mentally count in your head as you're inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel how your spine is lengthening here, how you may be getting taller as you're aligning your body against the wall. As you inhale, exhale. Good. Bring your palms together. Okay, so today we will be practicing, we will be reaching the Ardha Chandrasana, which is the half moon pose against the wall. So we'll do a few preparatory poses to get there, okay? So the first one is you're going to be facing one of the sides so that your left side of your body is parallel to the wall, okay? And first we will do a really great deep shoulder stretch It's actually great anytime that you feel like your shoulders are really tense, but this is actually gonna help with our half moon pose today, okay? So bringing your palm right behind you and kind of at the same level, just the palm of your hand, the same level as your shoulder. And then starting to straighten out your left arm. You can feel a deep stretch here. Your hips are still squared off to the front. Inhale, and as you exhale, press deeply with your palm against the wall. So now you can also feel your wrists and your forearm working here. If it's too deep, you can always bend it a little bit more, come a little bit backwards, okay? But trying here just to stretch out that shoulder. We'll stay here for a couple more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Your body should be nice and squared off to the front. Your feet together still. Inhale. Exhale. Try not to get your tailbone to stick out, but keep it nice and tucked in. One more inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And release. Good. You can do a couple of just rolling the arms a little bit this way. And then we'll come to the other side. So now your right side is parallel to the wall, okay? I would say like 3 feet away from the wall. Yeah, so you have some space. And then on an inhale, bring your right hand behind you. Again, the palm should be at the same length as your shoulder, okay? Inhale, square it off to the front. Exhale, press the palm harder against the wall so you can feel the pressure a little bit on your wrist and your forearms. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, sending that air through your shoulder, through your right arm, all the way to your fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And release. Good. Coming back to the front. Coming into our mountain pose. This time you don't have to be against the wall, just stay over here, mountain pose. And now, remember when you were in mountain pose against the wall and how it felt on your body. Did you feel like you were lengthening up more? So try and bring that feeling back to you and adjust your body without the wall now so that you have that same sensation. And stay here. Inhaling, exhaling. One more inhale, exhale. And we're gonna come into a preparatory dancer pose, okay? So, again, left side parallel to the wall. Now, your palm is gonna come right, exactly parallel to your shoulder, okay? You can't quite see it, it's here, so like that. Okay, now we're gonna root our left leg and bring all of our weight on that left leg and activate that leg, okay? On an inhale, we lift up our right leg and bring our right hand to it, stretching that leg backwards. Feeling here how our thighs are stretching, how actually our whole right arm is stretching. Inhale, and on an exhale, start kind of bringing it behind you, but not forcing it because we do have our left hand there just hanging out. Okay, so we don't want to hurt that. But just think here, your gaze should be right in front of you, not down and not up, just in front. Feeling that stretch in your legs, in your lower back, in your shoulders. Staying here for a couple more breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, release, and come back. At any time that you feel uncomfortable, if something hurts, I want you to stop. Bring your awareness back to your breath, and then you may continue, okay? Or do some adjustments to whatever feels right for you. So now we'll come to the other side, the right side. Bring our right hand parallel to our shoulder. We inhale, lifting up our left leg this time. Meeting it with our left hand. Doing a nice stretch here. And then slowly on an exhale, we start just to here. We don't need to do a complete dancer pose right now. Just kind of doing a stretch and just feeling how our body is aligning. Okay? And staying here for a few breaths. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale, bringing your leg back down. Perhaps moving your knees a little bit if you have sensitive knees. If you have sensitive knees and that hurts you, because sometimes it does hurt me, just gently do this. You don't need to extend it out, because when you extend it, it's gonna hurt your outer knee, okay? So from here, we're gonna come into a very nice preparatory balancing pose, okay? Which is the goddess pose. So kind of like coming into mountain pose here. You're gonna spread out your feet. So your toes are pointing outwards towards the corners of your mat, and your heels are pointing inwards, okay? Bringing your palms to your chest. Inhale once, and then exhale, starting to bend your legs. Maybe you can feel, maybe you wanna widen your legs out just a little bit more, but you can feel how maybe your knees are trying to get close to the wall, and that's what it should be, okay? So instead of bringing your knees inward, we want to keep them outward in this goddess pose. Bringing our hands into cactus arms here. Good. And inhale, leaning against the wall, feeling how our body is aligning. And exhale in this powerful, powerful pose, where our energy is just moving throughout our whole body. Inhale. Exhale. And stay here for a while. So again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 5, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhale. Exhale. And inhale to slowly come up. Good. From here, now we're going to be facing, well, actually you will be facing the wall, but since I want you to be able to see me, I'm going to do it on the door here, okay? But facing the wall, you're going to bring the palms of your hand in front of you. And then, on an exhale, you're going to slowly start bending as if you have some kind of a bar here holding you. Bending forward, okay, in this like half fold. Keeping your head aligned with your back, so looking down at the mat in front of you. This is powerful in stretching your hamstrings, your calves, all the way down to your legs. And sometimes when we do this pose in a regular sequence, and we have to come down to the floor, it's really hard for some of us. So think about it. Maybe sometimes you want to use a wall instead. Staying here, pressing against the wall. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more deep breaths. Last one. Bringing your hands to your hips and slowly raising yourself up. Good. Now this time we will bring our right leg forward, but hopefully not touching the wall, okay? So just like a foot away from the wall, and then your left leg back here. Try to picture our heels are aligned, okay? So our heels are aligned. Our back foot is pointing at a 45-degree angle, so the toes pointing towards the corner of the mat, okay? And here, your hips are still squared off, and you just bring your hands in front of you. If this isn't doing much for you, perhaps you widen your stance a little bit. You should be feeling here a very strong stretch. Again, in your hamstrings, in your calves, all of your legs, all right? It's kind of like a variation on the pyramid pose. Stay here for a couple of inhalations and exhalations. Perhaps, again, spreading out your legs a little bit wider if you need to. Always adjusting your pose. Inhale. Exhale. Trying to bring pressure, put pressure on your hands against the wall. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bending your front leg and bringing your back one to meet it. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So left foot stays in the front and right foot comes behind. It's better if your legs are spread out a little bit more. Again, that 45-degree angle. Bringing your hands out here and feeling that stretch in your legs as you keep them completely activated, okay? So this is basically bringing awareness to your body, how you should align it when you do these poses. Just what different feeling you have when you do this. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. You should feel a lot of stretch in your front leg. A deep stretch. One more inhale. Exhale. And release. Coming into Tadasana, to mountain pose. All right, so from here, again, we are facing the wall, okay? And again, we don't want our foot to touch the wall. We just want it like a foot away. And we'll bring our right foot forward and our left foot back. And again, that 45-degree angle, okay? Now, you're gonna bring your right hand on your right hip. You're gonna bring your left hand to the wall. You're gonna feel how your chest is opening towards the right side now. And then you're gonna extend your right arm. You're gonna feel a deep twist here. Keep on breathing. Keeping your core activated. Your arms, your legs, your whole body. But keeping your neck relaxed. So if it hurts looking over your right shoulder, you can look to the front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And release. Changing sides, so bringing your left foot forward and your right one back. Okay? Now, left hand on your left hip and right hand on the wall in front of you. You're going to start twisting to the left side and bringing out your left arm. Feeling a stretch in your sides, in your thighs, in your legs, your shoulders, everything. It's an amazing stretch here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, inhale, exhale. Bring your arms down and relax. And coming against the wall again in Tadasana. Just like in the beginning, our first pose that we did together. And observing your breath here with your eyes closed. Last inhalation. Last exhalation. And let's come back. Again, facing the wall. This time, we are going to lift up on an inhale our right leg. And then stretch it out in front of us. Lifting up our arms. Trying to stay here. If this is too hard, we can always do a little bit of a bend. But let's see how much we can actually do with an activated leg in front of us. Inhale, exhale. 2, inhale, exhale. 3, inhale, exhale. 4, inhale, exhale. And on the 5th one, inhale, and release. Feeling that stretch in your right leg. This is also really helping you work on your balance. So feeling that you're putting all your foot down, all your left foot down on the mat, each point of it. Okay, this is working on focus as well, because when we do balancing poses, Focus is the main thing. You have to forget everything else around you and just bring your awareness to that one point. So with that in mind, let's try with the other side. Bring our weight on our right foot. And on an inhale, we lift up our left. And on an exhale, we extend it. There you go. Bring out our arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Focus on that one point in front of you. Inhale. Exhale. And the last one, inhale. And on an exhale, bring your foot back down. Good. So now, we're actually going to face the other side and not the wall this time, okay? We'll come into our downward dog. So slowly lowering our body down and walking our way forward. And then bringing our feet behind us so that the heels are touching the wall. Now, walking our hands a little bit more. This is actually an amazing pose to try and do like this against the wall, because a lot of us, when we do downward dog, we do this or we do this. And the important thing is keeping that back straight down, okay? Your tailbone shooting up to the sky and your shoulders relaxed. And you're gonna look down, trying to find your navel. And then you inhale, exhale. Stay here for 4 more breaths. Last one. Walking our hands back, bring our feet off the mat, off the wall, and then rolling ourselves all the way up. Now, if you have your blocks, now is the time to use them. Bringing your blocks close to the wall, but not touching the wall, on either side, on both sides of your feet. Now let's see if you can see actually. Okay, more or less. And you're gonna have your right foot, the heel of it touching the wall behind you. And then your left foot will come in front a little bit, okay? You're gonna bring your hands to your blocks. Your blocks are closer to your back foot, right? Like this, so that you can feel a super intense stretch in your hamstrings here. Okay, so just kind of putting your weight from your hands on the blocks and looking forward. Inhale, exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. And then bring yourself up. And we'll try the same thing on the other side. So right foot forward, and then back foot so that the left heel is touching the wall. Okay? Again, bending yourself down, your torso down, bringing your hands to your blocks behind you again. And feeling that nice, super deep stretch in your hamstrings, your whole back of your right leg. as we breathe. And then making ourselves back up. Okay, now I'm gonna do one of my favorite poses here, the triangle pose. And I love this pose against the wall because you can truly feel how you're supposed to be using your muscles when you're in triangle pose. You know, sometimes we focus so much on how perfect it should look that we forget to completely align our body. So with that in mind, again, if you want to use a block, you may put it on the outside of your left foot, or you can stay without it. And you bring your right foot behind you. Again, your toes in a 45-degree angle here, okay? We're gonna open up our hips towards the side and then bring out our arms. And we're gonna start lowering down our left arm all the way down. The wall is behind you, by the way, okay? And starting to lift up our right arm, feeling that stretch. And keep on going down, and perhaps keeping your hands on your shins, because here you're gonna feel a lot more of an intense stretch in your right side than when you usually do the triangle pose without the wall. Okay, because this is truly aligning where your shoulder blades should be, where your hips and your sacrum should be. And then you start looking up. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable to look up, you can always look down. Feeling that intense stretch, trying to memorize that feeling so that when you're away from the wall, you can do the same kind of an alignment. And then bring your right hand to your hip. Come squaring off to the front and lift yourself up, changing sides. So I'm just going to change directions. Now right foot is going forward and the left one is at the 45-degree angle, okay? Hips again are open to the side. Actually might be a little more comfortable. Your foot, you can't see it with these blocks. Your foot actually facing a little bit more to the side rather than a complete 45, okay? So here, you know, trying to get your body to kind of like stick to the wall. Now inhale, bringing out our hands. And then exhale, starting to lean down to our right side. And then lift, lift up our right arm. Feeling how you're sticking against the wall right now. Feel that deep stretch throughout your whole body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 3 more breaths here. Now lower your left hand to your hip, square off, come up again. Good. From here, we're finally coming to our Ardha Chandrasana, our half moon. So we need a block, and we'll bring it so it's like horizontal like this against the wall. Okay? So our left foot is now facing the front, and again, our body is against the wall. All right? We're gonna look at our block in front of us. We want to reach it with our left hand, okay? Perhaps our right hand is on our hip of our right on our right hip. Okay, so our left hand is trying to reach this block, and then I'm gonna come a little bit further away. Okay, and then all of a sudden, you're gonna start lifting up as you inhale your right leg. And you want your body to be on the wall, hanging out on the wall. So here I am. And then we inhale, lift up our other arm. So when you look at it this way, it's kind of like I'm standing with one foot extended to this side, right? When we usually do this pose without the wall, sometimes our leg comes here because we can't quite realize that we need to lift it up a little bit more. And what happens to me? And then you look up. And you stay here and you inhale, exhale. You're gonna feel a really deep stretch right here. Good, and relax, bringing your right hand to your hip, slowly lifting yourself back up. Perhaps doing just a little bit of a pelvic circle stretch here, and then we'll do the other side. So you're actually gonna really feel it in your glutes as well, that stretch. So now, just changing directions. Your block is going to be to your right side. Your right foot's going to be extended. And your right arm is going to try and meet that block. Left hand's on your left hip. Leaning down. And as you inhale, bring your weight to your right leg and start extending your left. Now this actually is super easy for me right now, because I have the door, so I'm just gonna move a little bit more. All right, here you go. Feel like you're stuck to the wall, as if there's some glue on you between you and the wall. Feel that stretch. When you feel like your leg is going down, try and lift it back up. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Bring your left hand to your left hip, exhale, coming down slowly and gently. And we'll come to our last pose of the day, our supine feet pose. Okay, so we'll just come, make our way down to the mat, and roll ourselves down. And we'll bring our feet so that they're bent, our legs are bent kind of 90 degrees. And you can hang out here. You can put a bolster behind you if you need to, or maybe a block. Whatever you need to do to make yourself feel comfortable, but you can stay here in this pose for like 10 minutes and just relax and dig deep into it, okay? So I'm gonna get out of it right now, but you are welcome to stay in that last pose as long as possible. And so these are some great exercises to try and do against the wall and just kind of feel how your body should be aligned when you're doing them, okay? I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.